Alright, it is time for some more Final Fantasy VII. I had to pause my playthrough of the finale of Trails of Cold Steel for this, so... The good thing this is Final Fantasy VII, one of my favorite games, or I'd be pretty disappointed right now. But, how are we doing, everybody? I'm sure that there hasn't been anybody who's joined just yet, but... If you're watching the VOD, or if you happen to be just joining in, we are going to do some cool side stuff in Nibelheim. Optional stuff, don't need to do it, but we like to do optional stuff here. We're going to go to the Shinra Mansion. So, first of all, we get this creepy-ass fucking music that's like the chimes and like beat that starts Sephiroth's theme. Pretty cool. Let's get rid of all of those that stand in the way of my research, even that one from the Turks. I scientifically altered him and put him to sleep in the basement. If you want to find him, search the area. This is merely a game I thought of. Not necessary for you to participate if you don't want to. Seems to be another letter. Move the dial on the safe carefully but quickly. You have 20 seconds. You cannot go past the numbers while turning. The 4 hints for the numbers are the lid of the box with the most oxygen. Behind the ivories short of T and Ray. Creak in the floor near the chair of the second floor, then to the left 5 steps, up 9 steps, left 2 steps, up 6 steps. Oh boy. Oh, I should probably... Is there anything worth stealing? No? Okay, cool. Yo! How's it going? Doing a side quest in the Shinra Mansion. Got the Twin Viper, that is a weapon for Yuffie, who is not in our party right now. We'll see how much I can be here. You gotta go somewhere, you gotta go somewhere. If you're busy, if you get busy, you get busy. Not often you even get to join, so cool to have you here. Try and go through this door. Dorky face. Okay, that is not the thing I was looking for. Ooh. They're all doing a lot of silly stuff. There's like a baby version of Marlboros. Yeah, at least we got rid of them. Okay, yeah, we go through here. Silver M phone, silver megaphone, that is for our friend Kate Sith, Ketchi. Guess we'll go back out this door. Yeah, there's nothing in this little nook. Go upstairs and go this way. Oh, that's what death blow is. Okay. You can either crit or miss, or nothing in between. That's helpful. Sarcasm. Having a high chance to miss is not a fun time. Especially if that's just like a regular attack. Okay, I wanted to give Barrett enemy launcher. It's not as good when it comes to power, but only slightly. It has more materia slot. I guess I'll just give it to him, even though I don't need it right now. Hello, Al. You didn't miss much. We just started our roaming around the mansion, grabbed a few things in chests on the first floor. There's hints towards opening up a safe. That is this safe right here. But we haven't actually done it yet. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna do the little, Oh, okay, hold on. I might as well do it just for funsies. I was thinking of just doing the safe combination without actually looking for the hints, but the solution is right there in the guide that I'm following, but I may as well go look for one of these hints because it's right over where we were a second ago. Right 36. That's our first one. Left 10. Ow. I should just try and take him out with this. Our third hint is over this way. Oh, I should probably grab this. Magic source. Neat. Let's check on everybody's stats, see what I want to give that to. Cloud's got 61. Bear's got 47. Tifa's got 53. I do occasionally use Tifa for magic, but you know what? I think we'll give it to her. I don't think that breath is very funny, to be honest. I always enjoyed how this game does wacky stuff that you just wouldn't see in games nowadays, like spinning the model around in place to represent confusion. Damn mist cloud, come on, man. Okay. Meant to give that to Cloud. Nowadays they just have an icon, and usually most of the time they do. Even in some previous games they would. But I think it's really funny when they like just spin them around in place and they show something that's like very visually striking. But it's not what you usually see. I also like how they do it in Final Fantasy Tactics. They have the character like kind of dance around in place, like they like throw their arms all the way up and down. Right, Cloud gets a level up. That's nice. Alright, I am going to turn off encounters. Alright, so walk left 5 steps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Up 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Left 2. 1, 2. Up 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, it's right here. It's like you don't have to go up the exact amount based on the hint that was given, as long as you're right here. So it's right 59. So it's right 36, left 10, right 59. Oh, there's a blank one. The 4th row has been written in invisible ink. Dial 4 is right 97. So it's right 36, left 10, right 59, right 97. Oh boy. There's nothing worth stealing from this upcoming boss, so I think we'll be all set. We just gotta heal a little bit. We have haste. We have... Oh, you know what? No, we need healing. Hold on. I will have to take an all materia from somebody. Alright. We got a haste. We got a healing. We've got... everything else that we need, basically. So, let's do it. Right, 36. Left 10. Okay. You can't go past the number, unfortunately. Right 59. Right 97. Fuck. I went over. We're gonna get it. Right 36. Left 10. Right 59. Perfect. Well, we have a boss fight before we can grab the thing that's inside. Gonna sense this guy real quick. So this is the lost number. He is really easy if you come at him later in the game, but he's a pretty challenging fight otherwise. He nullifies gravity, so we can't actually do anything there. Yeah, they barely give you enough time. It is tricky. Alright, let's set up haste now. Oh, we got poison on him? Let's fucking go. We got this. Alright, I'm gonna use this opportunity to heal. Just to keep Tifa from dying. Okay, this is where he changes forms back and forth. So he's taking a lot less damage from physical attacks. So he's going to be more weak to magic in this case. I could probably still use a limit and be fine. No, he resists the limits too. Oh jeez. Damn. He fucking annihilated Cloud. Shit. Trying to use an item on a single party member is a little wonky in this game. Because of the way that the cursor likes to move. Alright. Chaining these two together, we should be able to get ourselves back to a good spot. As long as you don't fucking kill Tifa, you... Oh, damn it. Oh, you did it again? God, he hits so hard. We have him on poison though, so like... As long as we can hold out, eventually he'll go down. There we go. That was rough. Like, damn. We get the Cosmo memory though. So yeah, the second half of the fight is based on whether or not you do a physical or a magic-based attack. And since we hit him a certain way, he went for the physical side. And the guide, actually, if I had read ahead, suggested not to let him do that, but oh well. The Cosmo memory actually teaches the level 4 limit break to Red 13, but we can't use it yet because he's not actually far enough along to even do that. Nice. These guys use the question mark attack. It is an enemy skill. It does damage equal to the amount of damage the user has taken. There's a weird bug where if you deal any damage to them beforehand, though, they won't use it. So I was waiting for them to actually use it on us. And they did. So we're good. Also, the balancing scales determine whether they are immune to physical or magic attacks. No! I had two characters proccing their physical moves. Well, at least we got a turbo ether out of it. Oh yeah, I'm gonna give Cloud the Odin materia. Why not? Oop. So now that we have the key to the basement, go ahead, go this way. So we're not done with the side quest yet. Let's say we bust out this new summon. No. Fucker. Frickin' silenced me right when I was trying to do it. Now I can't summon him because I attempted to use it. What an asshole. We were gonna use it. We're gonna summon Odin. These guys decided, nah. Nah. Nee. No. Damn, we're still going down these stairs. There we go. Steel-bladed sword. I'm assuming that they accidentally just translated Xantetskin as that. Yeah, they translated Xantetskin as steel-bladed sword in this game. That's wild. Odin's a good summon. I like Odin. He's slowly become one of my favorites. Alright, so we're gonna go to this door. We got this little coffin here. Who is it? I don't know you. You must leave. I woke you up. You ought to be thanking me. That was a typo on the game's part. Confused the shit out of me for a second there. Nightmare. My long sleep is giving me time to atone. What are you saying? I have nothing to say to strangers. Get out. This mansion is the beginning of your nightmare. Say that again. Like you said, this mansion's the beginning of a nightmare. No, it's not a dream. It's for real. Sephiroth's lost his mind. He found the secrets hidden in this mansion. Sephiroth? You know Sephiroth? They both say it. Okay, Mr. Pretentious. Fucking slow backflip in the air. You start first. This is when they start talking about Sephiroth back and forth. Cool guy. He should get his own game. Yeah. I wonder how that game would turn out. Crazy that in this original game, he is a totally optional character. Gotta talk to him again, though. I was with Shinra Manufacturing and Administrative Research, also known as the Turks. So Vincent used to be a Turk. We're gonna keep his name the same. Formerly of the Turks. I have no affiliation with Shinra now. You? You were also at Shinra? Then do you know about Lucretia? Who? Lucretia. The woman who gave birth to Sephiroth. So yeah, there is a real mother, not Genova. That isn't completely wrong, but just a theory. He was born from a beautiful lady. That lady was Lucretia. She was an assistant to Professor Gast of the Genova Project. So basically, they used, like, Genova's DNA combined with Lucretia actually birthing Sephiroth. And Vincent is in deep regret for not stopping these weird experiments, so... Let's continue on to the library. The stream did in fact freeze. Son of a bitch. Well, not the stream itself. The fucking OBS capture for the game again. Always happens. I'm trying to fix it now. Okay, we're good. I don't know why that happens every so often with OBS, but anyway, we went to the library after talking to Vincent, and now it's Sephiroth, or really just like a vision of him that's like speaking, a projection of him, if you will. I will go north past Mount Nibble. If you wish to know, then follow. All of this is completely optional, by the way. We don't have to do this. He tossed the destruct materia at us. The destruct materia is basically just a way to, like, dispel buffs. And also, for some reason, the death magic is on this as well. Yeah, he just throws it at Cloud and then just fucks off. It's funny. I'll give destruct materia to somebody else later. See if I can find... Escapee report number 1. X month, X day. The 2 escapees were located near Midgar. Escapee report number 2. Description at the time of the capture. A. Former member of soldier number blank. No effect could be detected from either Mako radiation therapy or Genova on him. B. Regular number blank. Reaction to Genova detected. Escapee report number 3. A. Shot for resisting. B. Escaped during A's resistance. Escapee report number 4. Other. B's whereabouts are currently unknown, but pursuit is unnecessary due to his diminishing consciousness, awaiting further instructions. Now, there is another thing we can find out here at the library, but unfortunately, we can't do it yet, so we're just gonna have to fuck off ourselves. But if you're a clever person, you might already know where they're going with this. Oh yeah, that's right. This guy's actually 2 things at once. Yin and Yang. Yang's happy. What? This guy takes a really fucking long time to do his attacks, by the way. Damn. Completely immune to poison. Yang's excited. I don't care how Yang feels. I just want him to die. Gunge lunge. And this time Odin's coming through with his lance. Gungnir. I think it's supposed to be Gungnir lunge. Or maybe Gungnir launch? But that's the move that it does if it doesn't kill somebody. Ow. Gets. Damn, he just smacked me. That's rude. Wait. Yeah? If I go with you, will I meet Hojo? Yeah, most likely. No, but we're after him and Sephiroth, so I guess sooner or later. Risha. Alright, I've decided to go with you. Being a former Turk, I may be of help. Alright then. Completely optional character, by the way. I guess he scales, just like Yuffie, he scales to Cloud's level based on when you get him. So that also means he is a little too high level for now for us to use. I'm going to switch Aerithine. And Yuffie, why not? I give her the long-range materia. Oh yeah, that's right. Yuffie has a new weapon we can give her. Twin Viper. Yeah, Destruct, we can use D-Barrier, removes Shell and Protect, Dispel, removes stuff like, I think, Haste and other, like, buffing elements and stuff like that. And then Death is, well, that's the Death spell. Enough said there. So we've gotten everything that we want here. Now we can get the hell out of here. Oh yeah, do I have... No. Fairy Tail's still better. Yeah, it was. Like I said, completely optional thing. You don't have to do it, but you get an event with Sephiroth, which is always nice to have. And then there's also an entire bonus character. Let's see if I can try and get out of here. Those guys were a little annoying. Time to move on to Mount Nibble. We need to heal. Save our game. Got a nice returning song from Midgar. Now that we have Vincent, we also can actually give him one of the weapons that we got specifically for him if we end up coming up to a save point, so we can PHS. Go up here. I want to see what's here. Rune Blade. Has double growth, slightly more power. Yeah, you know what? Let's give Cloud the Rune Blade. We're on the lookout for the dragon enemy. If you remember the flashback where Sephiroth completely obliterated a dragon effortlessly. Those dragons actually can be stolen from. They have a really good armor that we don't have access to quite yet without them. So if we can somehow encounter one, and then Yuffie can steal from it, we might be able to get a gold armlet. It would be pretty cool. God, I got some loud-ass vehicles outside my house right now. I could feel the vibrations coming from their speaker blasting. I'm pretty sure that the mic picked up on some of it. Yeah, it was really loud. And I also don't want to put the window down because it's like nice out, and it would be kind of hot if I left the window closed, so... all the way up. Okay, so... got a bunch of pipes over here. Okay, this is where the dragons can appear. Hello, Chris Campachi. We're finding us right in the middle of Mount Nibble, so we are going to be fighting a pretty well-known boss in a moment. But I am not trying to touch that yet. We still got a bunch of stuff we gotta do because we just got to this room. If you had been here about 5 minutes ago, I would have mentioned about that. Thank you anyway. I am following a guide as we go along. It's not my first time playing this, but it is a playthrough where I'm hoping to try to get everything unique without missing it. Because every time I play this before, I'm always missing like something. Like my last playthrough, I missed a summon materia at some point that you could only get once. So I'm trying to shoot for a playthrough where I actually get everything. But if we bump into a dragon, we can get some nice equipment. Even if it's not missable, it's still something good. Because we don't have access to gold armlets yet. Nah, I'm all set, thank you. I appreciate it, but I'm not really... we don't usually go with we usually have somebody on a guide. I'm not the only person that streams for this channel, but I am playing alone. But we usually have a guide open if we're trying to look for one. I'll go with just Cure 1. I want to heal up a little bit, but we only really need to top off. We don't really need to... use up too much MP. My healing items are a little low as far as MP healing, so... I don't want to use up all of my MP before we get to the boss. Alright, we're gonna go back up here. Oh my goodness, I'm stupid. Can I go back? Can I go up these? I think I'm gonna... Oh no, I forgot. I did get Vincent, yes. I forgot to kick this down before I went down. Let me save on a different slot real quick, just in case. I see the item, yes. Please stop. I can't follow along with all this. I appreciate the help, but I'm not looking for it. Besides, we encountered a green dragon. I think I gave Cloud elemental fire combination, so if he uses flamethrower on Cloud, that'd actually be helpful. It'll only half the damage though. I already have the skill. I was supposed to steal. Got caught up in clicking on the limit button. The big funny looking numbers. Or letters. Yeah, sure. Wait, did I not put sense on somebody? I think my sense materia are on other characters. No, I have sense on Eric, that's right. Like to see his HP just in case we have some room to, like, attack him a little bit. 2,000. That's not that bad. I have room to attack him a little bit. Now I have to actually heal her so she can get back to stealing. Come on, Yuffie. I need you to land that steal. I probably don't need to use Cure 2 if I'm just curing one unit. How much are you healing for? 637. That is perfect. Now I'll hit him again real quick. There we go, finally. We'll try and steal a couple of these across dragon encounters if enough of them pop up. There we go. Don't want to get too close to him. Pretty sure supposed to get at that platform from above. I'm gonna turn off encounters so I can figure my way around here. They stopped Cloud before he ran away. Alright, so we'll have to go in through here. Am I supposed to go this way? this lead me all the way around, or am I know that there's another cave spot. There's like a whole little network here, but I don't remember if there's anything worth grabbing in this little network. That doesn't lead anywhere. Should have known. Alright, we'll turn the encounters back on. In the hopes that another dragon shows up. Still gotta equip that gold armlet. I'm not sure who I want to give it to yet. I still have somebody rocking a mithril armlet, so probably whoever has the worst equipment right now. Gundam TCG. I'm guessing where you went was swamped with people as getting Pokemon cards as well. We're already cleared out. Yeah, silver armlet. Why don't you have anything equipped? We'll give you the silver glasses. I could give you the the gold armlet, but I don't think you deserve it. So I'll just give it a Cloud. But you can have the silver armlet. Ah, these guys again. Damn, they froze the whole party. It's not every day that they'll actually that the enemies will actually coordinate and all use their skills on different people. At least a couple of them recovered quickly enough. Oh, it was a special thing you ordered from Bandai. Okay. So you didn't go out to get it. That's different. By the time we got out of here, we're going to be looking pretty good on money. Turn off encounters for a second. Oh, wait. Hold on. I remember now. Yep. Go down this way. Cool. Just an elixir, but elixirs are always nice to have. Probably won't use them as often as I should, but... Is there a scene here? Got another elemental materia. I guess I can give her an all materia just to start leveling it up. Heck? Keep the all materia. There we go. I wanted Confusion Berserk, just in case. Might be a fun trick we can try. I'll put Ice on an elemental materia for defense. Put the lightning materia here. Enemy skill. Oh, yeah. Cool. And I guess I can put that there just to level it up. Actually, does Twin Viper... Twin Viper does do double. Okay. Might as well put Aerith in the back row, give her long range so she can stay safe from extra damage. A bit excessive on my part, but that was a lot of enemies. Didn't feel like dealing with them all. Okay, so in this cave, Sniper CR, that's a weapon for Vincent. Okay, the east path here is a dead end, so we're just gonna turn around and go to the west. This does loop all the way back around, so that's helpful. Take this long winding path around. Oh, Aerith's been stopped. Well. Hey, we got an ether. We kind of needed that. How's my levels looking? 32, 28, 29. I think I'm around the level that I like to be at. We still gotta clear out the rest of that room where the boss is. But I think I'm around the level that I like to be at. We'll also be making sure to switch Cloud's materia around to give him lightning elemental defense. Just gonna have to switch 2 of his materia around before we do that fight. Because there is a really, really good enemy skill. It is the lightning counterpart to Beta and Aqualung. Be able to get it from this boss fight, but I think this is the only time you get to learn it. There might be one other chance to learn it, but I'm not taking my chances. Alright, let's go back in. Oh, we're going this way instead. Actually, yeah, why not? Let's check this out. This is the scene where they go into the reactor and, like, Sephiroth is investigating what's going on here and, like... Yeah, this whole scene. Pretty cool. Unfortunately, even though there's an arrow here, it is kind of blocked off. We actually have to go around the reactor and go back around. But I just felt like showing that off. This is the reactor that's in the flashback from 5 years ago. So it's a pretty important space, even though there's nothing of story importance to us now. Instead, set that down. Alright, I'm going to turn off the encounters for a little bit. Our goal is to get everything that is in the pipes first. We'll go down number 2. That's what I thought. You can't actually get the item unless you go up the pipe. That is... I think a Yuffie weapon. Not a Yuffie, a Tifa weapon, if I'm not mistaken. Yep. Powers up when near death. This is actually a stupidly broken weapon for Tifa if you know how to, like, manage keeping her in critical health. I am not one of those kind of people, though, so I will probably not be using it much. Still really good, though. Like, the damage boost you get from it is pretty insane. Like, it's actually worth trying to use her in critical status to do that. Is there anything else? I think no, we're good. Yeah, let's go ahead and save. We need to switch Cloud's materia around. So, I'm gonna... What? Lightning, ice, fire. Let's check out... Let's pull Vincent out. Sniper CR, that's better than what he had. Although I am going to put him back. Yeah, we don't need to steal from the guy that's coming up here. Wrong batch of saves. Okay. Boss fight time. It's really strong, but you have to be able to, like, know how to keep Tifa in critical in order to make good use of it. Yeah, and I should have switched over some of my materia. Well, let's use Sense. We need this guy to use the Trine spell, or Trine skill. Hell combo, that's not Trine. I need you to use Trine. That did a little too much damage as well. I have to heal him again. Thankfully, we have Aerith and Barret in the back row, so his physical attacks are not able to do nearly as much as they could to anyone not named Cloud. He still hasn't used Trine. I forget if he uses it closer to when he's lower on health, or if it's just a rare use in general. I don't want to damage him too much, because I want him to use Trine, and I don't want to accidentally kill him. He's still got more than half his health left. He doesn't have anything to steal, so that's why I didn't bother bringing Yuffie. Rather have a character that has a little bit more HP, tank a little bit more damage. Okay, and now he is under half. Please do me a favor and use Trine. This guy really doesn't want to use his, like, special skill. Come on, man. I know you want to show it off. Okay, yeah, I wasn't wrong. There is another chance to learn Trine later, but it is like pretty late. It's much later than our chance now. Oh fuck, I forgot he could heal himself. Okay. Well, there we go. Fucking thank you. You learn Trine. Yeah, Trine's really good. It's a multi-target electric / lightning attack. The same as Aqualung and Beta. Oh shit! I forgot to read he absorbs fire. That's fine. That is fine. We can actually poison him. We just haven't gotten lucky enough to land it yet. He actually is vulnerable to a bunch of different statuses that are pretty useful. There's poison. I use the big shot. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna have to start trying to out-damage this guy as much as possible. I guess worst comes to worst, if Barrett can get his limit again, I should probably use Mind Blow to lower his MP. Oh, now you're using Trine a bunch more. Okay. Okay. I do enjoy being able to inflict status ailments on bosses. Like, I get it. There are some bosses where you should not be able to do certain status ailments because it cheeses them a little too much, but, like, it's so dumb when a game gives you tons of status ailments to play with, and then it's just like every boss is pretty much immune to all of them. Like, what's the point? With the gem ring. Nice. With the counter materia. That's also good. Alright, we can speed this up a little bit. We've filled out quite a bit of our enemy skill materia so far. We're missing... Actually, we're still missing more than we have. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh no, we actually have exactly half of it. Cool. Would like to give Cloud the counter materia, counter attack materia. I guess I'll give Barrett Odin. Actually, you know what? Nah, we'll take away Odin. I would like to do... a little party swapping, actually. Let's say we actually make use of Vincent for once. We just got him. We haven't had him fight yet. Not sure why he's in the front row. We don't need him there. Give him Gravity All. We'll give him Odin. exited out the other side of Mount Nibble. Mount Nibel. Whatever suits your fancy. There's nothing of interest for us here. On like this world map section, except for our next destination, so. Do a quick battle just to show Vincent off. Vincent's interesting. His limits are all based on transforming into monsters, and he does like tons of damage with them, but he also like will not be controllable usually. He does like a bunch of crazy attacks, but it's more of like a gimmick than it is anything like super crazy. It's cool though. I wonder how much Demi will do to all these guys. Alright, I'm gonna sense one of these guys, because I actually do not know if they take, Oh shit, Shrine only has 20 MP as well. That did pretty good damage. Because I wanted to use Titan. Okay, they don't absorb it. Speaking of which, here's one of his limit breaks now. I forgot how small that limit monster was. I thought he was a little bit bigger. We ready to meet our last party member? Because we're going to be meeting our last party member soon. Forgot the Rune Blade looked like that in this game. Kind of in a weird shape. Gets bigger at the end. I always find swords that like get bigger near the tip a little weird. It is in fact just about Sid time. Welcome to Rocket Town, named after the rocket that they had here that is no longer functional. We can buy gold armlets now. Might as well buy a couple. An earring. One thing I do miss about Final Fantasy VI that Final Fantasy VII doesn't have is because Final Fantasy VII really minimizes the equipment that you have. You don't have like this ability to do what like Final Fantasy VI did, where like you had 2 accessory slots and like having 2 earrings boosted your magic even more than just having one individually. I thought that was really cool. Gem ring prevents paralyze, petrify, and slow numb. Slow petrification, basically. Cool. I like that they brought back the music from the Wall Market area. That guy's locked in the bathroom. Everybody's talking about the captain. Wonder who this supposed captain is. Very small bathrooms here, but they do cover your necessities. They've got your toilet, they've got your shower. I can't lie though, my bathroom is also incredibly small. You good, dude? I'm so bored. Isn't there anything that can excite me? Oh. I thought like you were... These guys are just preoccupied with hoping something exciting happens. I really want something exciting to happen. Alright, we are going to buy... Oh, we only have enough money for one? That sucks. Well, we're going to get Barrier, because Barrier is really good. That materia gives you Barrier, Shell, and Wall. Called Shell called M Barrier in this game for some reason, but... I'm going to need money to buy the exit materia as well. Not because it's particularly good, but just because it's nice to have it. I also got to go back to Cosmo Canyon and get the MP Plus at some point. Did I buy a tent or two? I did not yet. Gotta buy a couple tents. So, if I'm remembering correctly, I'm gonna look it up, because I can't remember if it's, okay, it does both of the things I was thinking of. It can basically, like, banish enemies from the field, and also allow you to escape from fights. So those are the two spells that it gets. Interestingly, it does have a hidden element to it where we're equipping it with the elemental materia can actually help you resist specific attacks that have a hidden elemental property to them. I did not make use of that when I was fighting the boss in question that has an attack like that, back when I last played. Yeah, we got a power source. I'll probably save that for Tifa. Go over all these wires. You can see they left this place alone for a long time. There's like moss and shit growing over everything. Can't go inside yet. Pretty sure I did skip one of the houses, so we'll have to go into that one. Drill arm. I believe that's a weapon for Barrett, but it is a short-range weapon, so even if it would be fucking cool as shit to have him equipped with a drill arm, I'm not gonna do that. Wow. We can't just take people's fucking planes. Sarah. Oh yeah, that's right. President Rufus is supposed to show up so he can approve or deny support for the space program. Anyway, go pay that dude a visit. Yeah. He is the captain. There he is, Sid. Gotta have Sid in your Final Fantasy. Sid is actually just slightly older than me in this game, I'm pretty sure. I think he's 35. But him calling Cloud a kid is, something else. We are getting old. Oh my god, he's even younger. He's 32! This dude's only 32 in this game. Oh my god. And Cloud is 21. By no means super young, but he's young. But like, Sid is our age and he's calling the protagonist a kid. Yeah, he's venting about the Shinra space program and how he was hoping to get a bunch of money for it. He wanted to go to space. Yeah, yeah, there is a blonde guy named Rufus in multiple games, and they are both characters of high authority as well. One of them is a noble, the other is a an heir to a corporation that may as well be royalty with how powerful they are, but they are both incredibly powerful men. The difference is, Rufus from Trails of Cold Steel seems like a pretty good guy for the most part. Rufus from Final Fantasy VII is a fucking asshole. Anyway, let's go see Shara. Yeah, he didn't really say much besides needing to talk to the president. Oh yeah, Sid's kind of a domestic abuser. Maybe not physically, but definitely psychologically and emotionally. Kind of a fucking asshole. Oh yeah, he is a potty mouth as well. Him and Barrett both, but Sid might be worse. We get a flashback. Here we go. He's gonna try and get the rocket to take off. This was sometime before the events of this game. Cher is willing to risk her life just for the success of the launch of the rocket. Poor girl's been like basically made to feel like her life is not important enough. Only what she can achieve, even if she dies, is what matters. This countdown's just part of the story. It's all a cutscene, so it's just there for the extra tension. Somehow, The rocket did not completely fall over. But that's what's left of it. He basically hit an emergency switch to make it so that the launch would be aborted, like just as they were starting. Yep. Oh boy, it's Palmer. Probably the biggest joke of the Shinra Corporation. Palmer, with all due respect, I don't think you need lard in your tea. That also sounds gross. Palmer's gonna try and take the tiny Bronco while they're not looking. What a fucking jerk. Shit, I missed something. I'm hoping I can turn around and come back and get it. But there's a weapon for Cloud, although I'm not going to use it because it has no materia slots. But there is a weapon for Cloud if I talk to a certain character a few times. This is a random NPC too, like I didn't even realize that. I'll have to remember to turn right back around to get it. Yeah, Palmer's literally just dancing around, and he's so unserious. He just smacked his ass! There isn't anything to steal from Palmer, thankfully, so we just gotta beat his ass. His Mako gun can hurt quite a bit, though. His Mako gun's basically just copies of Blizzara, Fyra, and Thundara. And he's gonna try, make a run for it. He just got fucking taken out by the truck. Just a random truck that like drove. And he does drop equipment for us. I don't think many people do expect that, to be honest. It's really funny. Hooray, we've commandeered the tiny Bronco. And Sid's trying to make a run for it too. Unfortunately, they were able to shoot out the wing, so that sucks. The tail's been hit. Don't piss in him. He shot down the damn plane. It's not... I don't remember if they explicitly really mention whether or not Shara has a connection to him other than being, like, feeling indebted to him. They clearly live together, so they might be in a relationship, but at the same time, he doesn't seem to have any feelings for her, and she seems to just live to serve him rather than, like, be with him, but... Numbskulls? Anyone that's stupid enough to go up against Shinra nowadays has got to be a numbskull. I like it. Where are we headed? Rufus was going after Sephiroth to the Temple of the Ancients. Where is the Temple of the Ancients? You know, that numbskull kid was telling me he was headed the wrong direction, so maybe it's off this way? Let's just head for land and get some information. Temple of the Ancients. That name bothers me. So we now have a boat. It only goes through shallow water, unfortunately. But it can get off at beaches. While we're here, we can go back to Rocket Town. Alright, so the weapon we're looking for is a man outside. Oh, it's this guy. Because the Shinra creeps locked us up in our houses, we couldn't even watch the rocket lift off. Never thought my only hobby would be destroyed by that arrogant young Rufus. It just looms there. That's how the town got its name. Shinra number 26. Want to look at the rocket with me? Looked at the rocket. I get so impressed every time I look at it. Sorry to get you into this. For me, it's kind of a hobby. But out of appreciation, let me give you this. The Yoshiyuki is a katana that is equipable by Cloud, but it has no materia slots. It does get stronger if you have dead allies, but we're gonna get better weapons at some point anyway, so yeah. So there are a bunch of side quests that are now available for us. Well, a couple, really. I think what we'll do, though, is I think we'll just grind for, Oh, Katie's playing Nintendo 64 Classics. Wonder why she's doing that. We're gonna grind for some money. I'd like to try to afford a few things before we move on. We don't have a lot of time left for the stream anyway, so... yeah. I like to go back, buy an MP Plus materia and one of the exit materia. Damn, that did a lot. Demi 3 is a 75% chance? Yeah, that's 75. Might be more than 75% damage. Give Ketshi the Restore All combo. Gonna give Tifa Barrier. The Eden Coat. A very interesting materia. It gives you 7 slots, is really strong, but none of the slots are linked. But that's okay, because we can... we can give her some materia and slots that don't need to be linked. Alright, let's do a little bit more grinding. We need a lot of money. The end of the first act of the game, aka what was Disc 1 on the PS1, is coming up pretty soon, actually. There's 2 major arcs left for this act of the game. So we're going to want to make sure that we can wrap up as much as we can, do as much as we can before we do that. We need at least 18,000 gil to afford the 2 things that we want. Most specifically right now. Be good to have a little bit extra. Get off in the rocket area. See what we can get. Wonder what's gonna happen. Gee, I wonder. Probably the worst kept secret in gaming, if I had to take a guess. I am closing in on the level range that I tend to be at when I finish the first act of the game. I'm usually somewhere in the ballpark of 35 to 40. So, we're actually really not far behind at all. I over-leveled like one of the earliest times I played this game. I remember like Cloud was level 45. It was crazy. $15,000. Still need more money. I'll keep playing for a little bit to grind on screen while we're here. $1,000 and some change away from affording what we want. Might as well make my way towards Rocket Town. We can buy the exit materia. Oh yeah, I should probably equip more people with gold armlets. He also sells time materia, but I want to just try to focus on stuff we don't have yet, and we already do have one. Although time materia is one of those materia where I could see myself getting multiples just because of how good haste is. Especially when you pair it with all, so you can just haste all everybody. Freaky looking monster. And we have enough money for an MP+. Excellent. So we're gonna go to Cosmo Canyon. Go buy an MP+. Oh yeah, that's right, you're not the one that sells it. I would buy a prism staff, but we're at the point in the game where a certain something is going to happen, so don't really need to do that. Oh yeah, you're the inn. No, thank you. Soon. It might take more than one stream to get to it, but we're not far away. I do like how early you can get everybody in the party, especially considering 2 of the characters are completely optional. Buy an MP+ materia. Now we'll be reserving that for a certain someone. At least for a little bit. Alright, let's make our way back to the tiny Bronco. Alright, that is a good bit of progress today. We've cleared the entire Nibelheim portion. We took care of Rocket Town, which goes by a little bit faster than I remember it being. But we got Sid on the team. And now we are going to be heading to the end of the first act, but before that, we've got side quests we're going to do. And I think we're probably going to do some of those. So next week, we will be back here with some more Final Fantasy VII. Thank you all for tuning in. Whether you tuned in live or you're going to be watching the VOD, have yourselves a good one. We'll catch you next time. Until then, take care, and see you then. Bye-bye.